This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey, everybody. What?
Don't look. I got that look. You don't look at me like that. No. Hi, everyone.
I'd like to welcome you to another episode, Weapon H, All in One podcast with
Tanya and Herm, and our special guest, my BFF, my road dog, my homie. Woo!
the inspiration for some of the comments.
The Pamela.
Hello, Hermie. Hello, Tanya.
Hello.
Welcome you, Pam. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you all doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing great.
Good.
So, a little background so people understand how we are doing this today. Pam and I are hilarious. All right. So we wanted to bring some of this hilariousness to you all, our video people, because life is lifing right now.
Life is lifing.
Life is lifing. And I never understood when people said that, what it meant, but hearing some of your stories cracks me up.
Oh.
And you are a successful, beautiful woman living in the Mecca. And you would think that it would just be easy or effortlessly on some dating. But girl, you have some stories.
I do.
Grab your popcorn because we about to kiki it up.
Well, we're going to start with that. I had another topic. Well, let's start with that. You got the intro. We might as well swag way right into that. So give us one, Pam. Let's talk.
Yeah. So what I'll say is this. So I had a good run in DC where it was constant boys. And starting with when I was at Howard, I don't know what the ratio was. Let's say it was 5-1. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to be anything else because I feel like even though there's 5 women to 1 guy, I was meeting new boys all the time. I'm just like, if it was 1-1, I think I'd still be attending the university trying to get my degree, right? But as you get older, the dating pool gets murky. You've got people who are married, but they're single. And you've got single people who've always been single. And then you got people who you know for sure, you know why they're single. But I'm like, but why am I single? Because I'm all of the things she just said. And I say that with all sincerity, right? I'm all of those things. But what I've been noticing lately is, and women must comply because men do this all the time. When you do online dating, I give a good variety of recent pictures, and I consider recent in the last 3 months. Headshot, body shot. I mean, there ain't no bikini shot. There's no nude shot. All the shots. And then they'll be like, so you'll have 7 pictures. And they're like, can I have another picture? No, you may not.
Well,
no,
you already know. If they ask for another picture, what's that for?
What are you doing with the other 7? I don't even want to think about what they're doing.
Are they?
That's a segue into, oh no, I don't know about that part yet.
That's what I think they're doing.
But they might, but it's a segue to, like, send me a little something else. Yeah.
I'm not sending you a little something else, sir. But I feel like there must be women who are, because it's not like I'm just landing on every man who's asking for something else.
So to your point, your pictures are always classy, not very revealing, certainly sexy and beautiful. But some pictures that you see of women may be a little revealing, right?
Yes.
So, and not that any man should, any woman should feel comfortable or want to. It's your choice whether you want to send naked pictures or not. But they're asking you for the naked time.
Well, not so much as naked right out the gate, but something, a little less, more revealing. Probably.
Why?
It's like the picture I mean, I guess there's no harm in asking.
But you gotta understand too what they seeing every day. If you pop up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, what do you see?
TNA.
Okay, there you go. So that's what their customers seeing.
I was watching a show today in the salon called Baddies. Never saw it before. So I asked my stylist, what is this? She said, it's about 10, 15 young women revealing whatever, and they're just arguing and fighting with each other. I said, people watch shows like this? It's like Jerry Springer on crack.
That sounds like every reality show. Everybody get a group together, they sit up there and fuss and get on each other.
I want to say the housewives are a little classier than this.
Okay, they're classy arguing, fussing with each other. So
but these women are like fighting, and they're very scantily revealed they're drinking, they're cussing up a storm. What?
What are you fighting about?
I'm giggling.
They're just fighting. It's fighting. So
I don't like seeing that any old way, and I really don't like to see it
I don't
when
watch reality shows, period.
so so when I'm looking at these women online, I said, so that's what we look like now? So maybe that's why you aren't getting any dates, because you have clothes on.
Okay, correction. I do get dates. I do get dates.
That's not it.
You don't get any dates.
We're not doing that. No, that's not it. Because there's always going to be people that look for that certain style. She just, it's all about the patient game on this one. Because you got to weed through a lot to get to.
She's tired of weeding.
I'm exhausted. You know what?
So, that's what it is. You can settle and pick something that's no good, or you just have to wait a little longer. It is.
How long does she have to wait?
Yeah, we don't know until it comes along the proper way.
What'd you say?
I'm 55.
Right?
So what?
That's what I've decided.
But you're with me
now.
You didn't mind dating and
no, I didn't.
Right. He didn't mind all that.
No. And
he's not very picky until he got to me.
Listen, no, we're not doing that. And this is what it is.
We did it. Okay.
I did what I did until the right one came along. I had fun until it came along. That was always my thing.
You want me to believe I'm the first right one that came along?
Did I say that? I don't think so. I didn't say that. I didn't say you was the first one. I said till the right one came along. I could have had a couple of right ones.
So what happened to them?
They didn't work out. And it ended up went from right to something else.
It's hard for me to believe I'm not a lot of people's right one.
It's hard for me to believe it also. Because I think right then and there, that should be able to grab you.
But it's always in the beginning, it should be nice, but it's after being together for months and the years, and then when the real starts coming out, that's when.
So this is why I think that I'm still something, because all of my exes are like, let me try and put my foot back in the pool and see if she's receptive. And I'm like, no, sir, we can be friends. And we can be friends. I can be friends with any of my ex-boyfriends because the friendship part of that relationship still exists in my mind, but I don't want them to get googly eyes. And so when they're like, let's hang out, and then I see the look of love, which usually comes with a tilt, I'm like, oh, no, we're not doing that, sir.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm just saying, then we have an episode where you can't be friends with the exes.
Yeah, you can be friends with your exes, but you also said,
can I
have sex with your ex?
No, I did.
No.
The whole conversation was being friends with exes. You said no. Now you're sitting here agreeing.
I'm friends with lots of my exes until they cross the line.
That's what I'm saying. They always cross the line because they feel once my girl, always my girl, and they're wrong.
But don't y'all do the same thing if y'all wanted to?
I don't.
Any guy I had, you think you can get it back?
No,
if you wanted, and say if you say that.
I don't want
and say if you wanted it back, but you feel if you wanted him, you could though.
No.
Well, if I wanted him back, I would really have to go and be a completely different person than who I am. But so let's be that person for a second. Yeah, I feel like if I grabbed him the first time, I'm gonna grab him the second and the third time too.
Pam. Thank you for being honest.
Unless
this one over here, boy.
Unless he's with somebody who's better than me. In that case, he's probably not going to leave.
Yeah. Thank you. Jeez,
if he found somebody better than me, he should be with her.
And not all so much as better. Sometimes people find somebody a little bit more compatible.
Well, better.
Well, quite a few of my found people
when she's talking about bad, meaning they have everything.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's
because physical is
about looks. Because how long does it take for the bonnet to come on, the makeup to come off, and everything else? Baddie, to me, it's oh my God. The last guy I dated, I'm like, listen, you might find more attractive. I dare you to find a better personality. Good luck with it. And if you do, I might want to date her my damn self. Let's have a menage a trois with it.
Oh,
now we're talking.
A non-sexual menage a trois. Maybe I should have said a throuple.
I mean, he is. You say something about menage a trois. He was like, let's hear some more. What else you got to say?
You don't want it.
That is not what I said.
You leaned in hard, buddy.
I laughed and I enjoyed it. But you over exaggerating like you do. You tend to exaggerate everything. Right? We're not going to do that.
Reputate that.
Wait till you see the. Oh my goodness, you the last one, boy. Woo.
She's gonna run that tape back, and she's gonna have a little circle like they do at the sports games, and look right there. That's when
Right
Herman.
there. This is where you said this, and
Yep.
this is where you said that, and you be like, then she start going. How she did last episode, guys. Whew, hot
I know.
flash.
I actually am getting a little bit of hot flash
yeah.
right now.
Every time she.
I don't know why those flashes are coming fast
Anytime
and furious.
receipts come up, and hot flashes start coming. It's, whew, whew.
Those hot flashes are the devil.
So I saw this incident, Pam. We're gonna get your view on it as well. Then
No,
we're gonna
first,
get back to
I
some more Pam
want
stories.
to hear another Pam
We're
story.
gonna get back to another Pam story. So I saw a video because you didn't have any ideas, so I'm doing. All right. So it was this couple on the beach. This guy laying on top of the girl, just kissing away, and people felt it was their responsibility. This one got to come and throw water on him.
Oh.
And as he jumps up, like a bunch of people around about to jump the guy and fight him because they say, "Oh, it's kids around. What y'all doing?" Now they weren't having sex. They had clothes on. He's laying on top kissing. I mean, it was a little passionate, but I'm not understanding. It's all right for.
It's not all right.
No, it's all right for your kids to see absolute violence, but it's a big problem for them to see somebody kissing on the beach. I don't understand that. Because violence is way worse. I'm thinking like, okay, love could be a lot better promoted than all this violence that we see. There's no problem. Fight.
But there aren't just two choices, right? So I feel like neither one is a good idea.
Okay, that's
yeah, like the violence is definitely not a good idea. And I'm all for love, but I'm not for like making love.
Oh no, they weren't doing that.
But it sounds like
they were just kissing.
They were kissing, but they were on top of each other. It was hot and passionate, but it was,
So,
they had
let me ask you this, Herman. If your parents were with you at the beach, how would you feel about that kissing happening in front of your parents?
I would not care.
Really?
Yeah, he's real odd.
It's not. I don't care.
I can see the
Just
video,
kissing.
but it just sounds like it's a little bit much for public displays of affection.
Okay, and you can have that.
Water on
right, you can have that. Right, you can have that opinion of it, but you don't go and just pour water on somebody.
Oh, I agree.
That you don't agree with.
Oh, I agree. Because if they did that and he punched somebody, then they'd be looking at him like he's wrong, and he's not wrong. They should have never thrown water on him.
Right. You could say, hey, like I hear people say all the time, oh, go get a room or make a little comment.
Yeah, right.
You don't pour water on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he jumps up, then the other, like about 2 or 3 people come up and putting their hands up like they better fight. I said, oh, so that's a perfect example for kids too, huh? The person
well, how old were these people around, the kissing couple?
The kissing couple, I would say, was about in their, I would say late 20s, 30s, maybe. I'll say late 30s, maybe early 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all for love. I just feel like there's a social amount that is acceptable in our society, and it sounds like they may have went outside of that.
That's the thing. That's our American society. No, they weren't, but he was definitely they was together on top, but it wasn't grinding nothing like that.
I mean, you see that on TV.
Yeah.
You see more on TV.
Yes, you do. And the thing is, and that's an American thing, because I've seen much more in Europe, and everybody walks by kids. Nobody cares.
In France,
nobody cares. Right? Nobody cares. That's us. That's this American nonsense.
Yeah.
Not American nonsense.
That's American nonsense. Like we supposed to be landing free, but we uptight in the mud.
Uptight. Okay.
Uptight.
What are you looking for now?
I was about to get the video by y'all.
Oh, you're going to show us the video.
I'm going to try to pull it up.
You could do that? You're fancy, Hermie.
No, he's pulling up.
No, I'm putting up on the phone, but I can add it to the video later though.
Yeah, that would be
That's
good.
perfect. Yeah, so
I'm gonna put it right before
insert video.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So tell me another good story about
yes.
I feel a lot of pressure. I'm like,
how many online dating things are you on?
oh, only one.
Maybe you should expand.
No, because it's the same people. So not the same people as the other one, the same people. Like it can be 3-year breaks and it's the same people with the same photos. I'm like, now you asking me for the 8th photo when all you got is your 1996 photos up there, sir.
Oh, man.
It's so hard to believe. It's so hard to believe.
Yeah.
So okay. So
How about one of those, like the Millionaire Matchmaker?
Mm.
Like really a high level dating service.
No, what I've said is I want to meet people out in the wild.
You
Because
don't go anywhere.
Huh?
You don't go anywhere.
Well, so that's not true. And I think there's a lot to be said for body language and that sort of thing. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to a day party at the MGM Grand because I'm in the DMV. Holla. Anyway, I'm at the MGM Grand. Like, I got to use the platform. You just told me I don't go nowhere.
What, the
And so
one at the Harbor, National Harbor? Yeah, that's the spot.
So it was a party.
That's a spot, and I've never been.
You just never
Go on,
before
Pam.
you came
There was
along.
a party that started at 4 and it went from like 4 to 9, day party, right? So I get there, my friend who I'm meeting is going to be late, no problem. I'm hanging out, but literally I am client number one. I'm like, y'all want me to get the lights, the napkins? Like, what can I do to help set up for this party? But because it's in the casino, I went and gambled, won $50, and then I came back, right? So picture this. It's a club, but not really a club. It's not big. And it's a bunch of people around my age. So I'm going to say the age range is like 45 on the young side, maybe 60, right? And everybody is wearing their best, whatever they look great in 20 years ago. So don't nobody look that great. And I'm just like, first of all, the style is off, right? And then this was a woman, plus size woman. She had this full lace outfit on. So it was a lace top with lace pants. And then she had like lace knee highs on, but she has sandals on. And I'm like, what am I looking at? And like, you cannot not look at it because it looks ridiculous. But I'm just like, this is, everybody is wearing what they think their net is. Like, this is how I'm going to catch people, right? So then there's a guy,
ago.
huh? Right.
From 20 years ago.
That's what you're going to catch somebody.
And they're looking at me like I'm crazy because I got on a nice pair of like pants and a tank top, you know, hair's looking regular nails, ain't nothing flashy going on. So I'm listening to this guy who I know through another guy, and I'm sure he doesn't remember me. And he's buying drinks for these girls who are probably like 10 years younger than him. So he's my age, so they're about 45. And he proceeds to open up his phone and show them pictures. And I hear him say to them, yeah, back in the day, I looked like Albie Shore. Now, on his Albiest of Albie Shore days, he didn't look like Albie Shore. Right, Herman? And why are you showing people pictures of yourself from 20 years ago, sir? You are here today looking 9 months pregnant and you ain't got no hair on your head, which is perfectly fine. And I'm just like, why not just talk about who you are today? But one of the girls was so drunk, the back of the chair was low. She fell out the chair. My friend caught her before she hit the floor and she had no panties on. And I can tell you, I know that firsthand.
Okay.
So the same drunk girl grabbed the one good looking guy in the club and said something to him very drunkenly and got his number. And all the girls were like hailing her. And I'm like, he's never going to answer that phone when she calls. Nobody wants the drunk girl in the club.
No. Oh my
They might take for that night, but that's about it.
Yeah. So I took my $50 and went home. But I feel like it robs my soul. And then there was a man who was also plus size, no shade to plus size people, but I was looking at his sunglasses. I was like, those sunglasses are so cool. So I didn't realize how much I was watching them. So I'm watching them and I'm thinking, do I ask him? I wonder where did he get those glasses from? You know, you just have this internal dialogue. And so once I was done looking, I looked at my friend, she goes, you like him? And I was like, no. I like his sunglasses. And so when he out again, I'm looking at the glasses and then I realized he was looking at me and then he turned and walked away. And I was like, oh, well, I guess he don't like the way I look neither.
What do you think is your best trait when you are on your first date with a guy?
Oh, definitely like my energy. You know, I'm leaning into whatever you want to share. You know, I'm going to ask you follow-up questions. You know, I'm an open book, probably to people's chagrin. I'm an oversharer.
What's a turn off that on a first date, a guy, give me two top for you, two top turn.
I don't like anybody who bad mouths their ex because I'm thinking it was a relationship. It was a partnership. So you've got to have played a role in it too. And I just don't, I'm like, what's the point of bad mouthing somebody? You love them once upon a time. My mother used to say, like, if you broke up with somebody and you're like, I can't stand him, she'd be like, oh, you used to love him. And that used to drive me crazy. But it's true. You used to love him. So like, why are you hating on him now? And I don't know. I feel like somebody who doesn't take any interest in what I'm saying, so I'll say something and there's like no follow-up question. There's not a give and take in the engagement is a turn off. I'm like, I don't need that.
I have a question for you.
I wasn't done with my
on
question.
on your dates, do you treat it as more of a comfortable situation, or are you going on an interview?
Oh, I mean, I think that it's a conversation. It's a good back and forth. It's not an interview. So when I say questions, when you don't know somebody, unless you're like, oh, let me tell you this funny story that happened to me once upon a time, it's going to be questions, right? So then you say to somebody, oh, where do you work? And they're like, I work at blah, blah, blah place. And I'm like, oh my God, my ex works, not my ex, but my friend, my cousin, my whoever works there too. And it's like, oh, so then some stuff like that just, conversation flows, but otherwise it's like, I don't know. Do you like to travel? Where's your favorite place? What did you like about it? Like, that's not an interview. That's really just trying to get.
It's coming in a normal sense of a conversation, but I've seen it where it's like, what is this? What is that? Da 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 da. So every question was leading to like, I'm on a date, or I'm on a date, or I'm on an interview.
I really like to ask questions.
I mean, it's not wrong, but let's ask them in the context of not just I got this question. These are questions I'm definitely going to ask tonight. Some questions might not get answered that night if the conversation is good.
So one of the episodes we kind of I took from your Facebook post, and we had a discussion about it, and there was a lot of discussion, which was nice, and it was, are men taking a back seat in engaging with women and asking them out? Yeah. And women are saying yes, they are, and he's saying, the Me Too movement messed everything up.
That's part of it. It is.
No, it's not.
It is part of it.
No, it's not.
You can't say the guy is going through.
That it's not part of it.
You can't say what every guy is going through.
You can't either. So you can't say from your perspective.
Really worked out.
Yeah, you can say from your perspective.
Really biting the last time.
Yeah, you can say from your perspective what you think it is, but I can say from the perspective.
You can't say it from every man's perspective because you're one man. You can say it from your perspective.
And I can say it from other men that
this is what I think.
I can say a lot more
than
you can.
I think it could.
You can. Because apparently
do it.
Calm your boy down. You see how worked up he got about this?
How you gonna sit up here and tell me what I'm seeing?
You're not seeing anything.
Yeah, I see. Obviously, you're not seeing it, period, apparently.
Okay. Well, okay, so this is what I think. I think it could have something to do with it, but I think it's a convenient excuse also. And long before there was a Me Too movement.
It can be that. Not act like it's
yeah. So long before there was a Me Too movement.
I don't even know what the Me Too movement is.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're like, what's that?
Yes, they do.
Right,
Everybody know what that is nowadays.
They do not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
well, yeah, I feel like
men can be lazy and they're using that as an excuse.
Yes, I said women can project things and not take responsibility for what part in it either.
Well, I did.
No, you didn't. You just said the whole time. No, they're not. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nobody. It's just you. That's not taking responsibility. Okay, then.
I hope he takes me home after this.
Girl, right. If not, let me know. I have an Uber account. You ain't got to walk.
Thank you, Jeremy. So what were you getting ready to say?
Nah,
so, I had a guy that I was seeing, and he took me out for my birthday, and he said to me, what do you find sexy in a man? So first I went physical. I'm like, biceps, right? And he was like, let me give you an example. I like women with confidence. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. I said, I like a man who can let me step into my feminine energy. Because I think that as women, modern women, we're managers, we're bosses. We have to, wear all of these hats. I don't have children, but there's moms out there, all these things. And so when I feel like the guy's really got the ball, for me to just kind of shed all that and just be that feminine energy is great. But I'm going to tell you, with or without a man, my feminine energy ends in, I'm going to give you a wink, a look, a smile. That is your invitation to proceed, sir. I will die alone. And Lord, I hope I don't, but I will die alone before I'm running after a man. And I'm damn sure not running after one trying to get him from another woman. Like, that's never, ever going to happen. It's just for what? I don't even want to get somebody like that.
About running after the other women.
No, I don't believe in competing with other women.
Just in general, because the situation ends up being the same.
Yeah.
When the women dating other women, because you have the one that plays the masculine role a lot of times.
Why were you talking?
I don't know about that now.
Yeah, I don't.
Just pushed on men. Everything's going to be pushed on men.
But we date
some guys
men.
are.
We
Some
don't
guys
date women.
Some guys are over aggressive, and you say he's over aggressive. I mean, you have all kinds. It's not all the guys are timid.
We
all
talked
the
about
guys
this the
aggressive,
last time.
right?
If you're interested,
and they are. There are plenty that are.
Can I finish my
Yeah.
thought?
Because you've been talking the whole time.
Right.
So let me
because it's my show, I can.
No, actually, no, it's not.
It's good. Yeah. Come get your boy.
But
you're never going to let me back on your show again.
There we are.
My point is.
Yeah, look.
I don't even remember what my point was.
Because it wasn't.
He's not nice. But so my point is, when you are attracted to, if I'm in a bar or any kind of scene, I will give you a look, a smile, a nod, anything. If you don't take that as a signal to come over, then I mean, sometimes I'll flirt. I flirt hard, so I'm probably a bigger flirt than you are. So most often they're coming over to me. I flirt and don't even realize it because somebody will come over to me. I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm dating someone. So if and most often I'll say, thank you. I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship. They should go away. You're saying that guys are scared because they say to a woman, ask her out, and then she's not interested, but they keep on going. Well, when I tell you no, it means no.
But just what you just explained just now, you gave actually an example on my behalf of mixed signals. You said you flirted, not even realizing the guy come over and you push him away.
But no, I'm nice about it. I'm always nice. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship.
You are. See, that's the point you keep missing.
What was all that?
You are nice about it. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the point you keep missing. You keep on making. You are nice about it.
Well, I can only speak for myself. Pam is nice too, because I've been there when she's had the.
When I'm saying the situations,
I can't speak for all women.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. So how you gonna tell me what I'm seeing? That's my whole point of it. When I see such situation, I'm not talking about us, but I see situations where that happens. They get mixed signals. The guy comes, the woman flies off the handle. I
don't know what would make somebody so mad about somebody being complimentary towards them. But I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, Herman. I mean, people do strange things.
That does that. We do have a girlfriend, and you know who it is. Someone will come over and ask them something, and she doesn't even say anything. I'm like, well, you could say something because that's rude. So we both we do know someone that does that. But I think more oftentimes my girlfriends are very, I'll talk to you. We can kiki it up, but nothing's going to happen.
I'm just saying to somebody, like, really, when I used to go to happy hours often, if a man offered to buy me a drink and I knew off the break I was not interested in this man, I would decline the offer. I don't need to use anybody for drinks. And I had somebody tell me recently, like, the woman would want the guy to buy drinks for the whole squad. And I'm like, now, I have never had a man do that because, again, I don't believe in that. But I have drank because I've been part of the squad. But I didn't ask for it. I'm just saying, at the point that the man is just like, do you want to drink? I'm like, well, if the whole squad's drinking, like, who am I to refuse? But yeah, I don't know. I've never been a woman for like using a man for a drink, for a dinner, for anything. And when I was in college, I was like, we're all just college students. Like, let's go Dutch, because it's just like, you're just as broke as I am. Now, as a full grown person, I'm just like, it's not even a matter of can you afford it or can I afford it? It's just, I don't know. There's a certain amount of dates I want a man to pay for. And then usually I reciprocate. Usually I'm like, oh, I'd like to cook you dinner. To me, that's even more intimate. It's like, come over, let me prepare something for you. What do you like? And make that meal for him. And then I get things here and there.
If a man asks me out, he's paying.
Oh, yeah, he should definitely pay if he's asking you out. And quite frankly, I guess if now she done stepped into that role, if she's asking out, she should expect to pay too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That body language is a little more slight than I imagined.
See how aggressive he was. Now he's all calm.
Because I'm in agreement.
So if you're not in agreement, that's when you get loud?
Yep.
It's not loud. He's excitable.
It depends on if I'm making my point and
did you make your point?
How you respond to it. When you listen and then we talk about it, it's different than when you telling me, like, my opinion don't matter. Yes, I'm gonna raise it up.
I mean, it matters. It just doesn't make any sense.
There you go. Same thing. There you go. So now you know why you get what you get. There you go. because the people will get it whether you get it or not. We've had plenty of times where
people text me and they feel like they agree
with
with me. They'll text me and
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Girl, you know what you're talking about. We don't know what Irma's talking about.
They'll be right up there. We have proof, again, receipts. You know, we're going to be sometimes where they will agree with her. There's going to be times they're going to agree with me.
Not a whole lot.
More me than you.
It is now 30 minutes. I feel like we can really talk about this forever. So we're going to have to bring you back on my show again.
Absolutely. But anyway.
So this was wonderful.
Yes, it was.
I so appreciate you agreeing to come over here and shake things up a bit and you taking my side and all that.
Pam was absolutely neutral.
Absolutely neutral?
She had an opinion on a few things, but she was.
I don't know if I
absolutely. She wasn't siding with you on that, but it's okay. We'll let you have it. Though.
We'll just rewind.
Yeah,
rewind that beautiful bean footage.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Appreciate everybody for joining in again. Pam, thank you for coming in and joining us and giving us a little bit of a different hint. And
start writing some more down because when you come back next time, we're really going to be laughing.
She's
very funny.
Good. And we like to make sure you guys subscribe, like, and keep contact because we're going to be updating everything pretty soon. So we're going to give you updates and we'll be waiting for those. By the time this airs, we'll probably have a name for the show already. But we'll keep you guys up to date. Like, subscribe, and follow for the new information for the new page for our new podcast. So, again, appreciate you guys for joining in and see you guys soon.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.